In downtown San Diego, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. Today's starting pitcher, Darvish. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
And strike two.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Darvish kicks, delivers. And that skips in the dirt. Out to short. Bogarts handles the chance. Throws across the diamond. One out in the top of the first. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Tommy Edman at the plate. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. And a bunt towards third. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly.
He was racing down the line and probably didn't assume he was going to be safe until his foot hit the bag and looked up for the umpire. Nice bunt and great hustle to get himself a knock.
One gone, runner at first. Here's the veteran first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Splits the plate. That's strike one.
Oh, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Darvish delivers. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Edman over at first with one away. Next pitch is outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Ground ball left side, could be two. There's one. Out. And that's two. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. And now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Back here with my pal Singy, getting the nod in this one, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Luis Arias, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Ohtani in his 8th season, 30 years old now. Let's remember a major part of his resume are those 3 MVP awards. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
A late jump, and I think that was the difference on the play, Boog. It's not always easy seeing the ball off the bat. Something to improve.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Out to center. He's got it. 1 away. As we take a look at the Padres lineup, they're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Ball, that's high.
Swings through it for the K. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Now Machado up here. And that's too high.
Ball.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Padres makes the catch, and the inning is over. 1 left for San Diego, scoreless after 1. Back here in San Diego, 2nd inning set to go. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Hit hard on the ground to short. Bogarts with the throw to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 2nd. And up to the plate is Will Smith. That one fouled off. No score here in the 2nd. On the inside corner for a strike. Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One down, base is empty. In the air, out towards right center. Tatis nabs it, and there's two away. Two outs, base is empty. And next for L.A., Max Muncy. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. Two outs, base is empty. Swings and misses. 0-2 now.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swings and misses. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the second baseman, Jake Cronenworth. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Not even close there. 2 balls and a strike.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
That's in there. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one down.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Here's Xander Bogaerts. Misses the sweeper.
0-1.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
Stepping in for San Diego, Connor Joe. And that one's a little bit low. 1-0. Two down, nobody on. Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1-1.
One strike.
That one missed.
1 strike.
Next pitch misses. 3-1. And a swing and a miss.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Edman has this one sized up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. We'll move to the third with no score. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pages. Darvish back to work. And that is downstairs. And it's 1-0.
You know, these Dodgers, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And here is Michael Conforto. And there's a foul ball. Nobody out. Runner at first. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
No ball, 2 strikes.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider.
1 ball, 2
down and
strikes,
away. Fights it off. He'll see another. And it's even up.
That's inside.
Top of the third, no score. And that just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
This to third, and it kicks off the bag. And he'll just eat it. That's an infield single.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Now the batter now, Hae-Sung Kim. Swing, and he popped it up. Infield fly called there. Here's Mookie now. Grounded out his first time.
I know we're still early in the stages of this game, but this at bat has the potential of being a difference maker. You've got to stay calm in the box.
Right through there for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
And Mookie takes.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Now, Tommy Edman.
How many times have we seen an early at bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
And fouled off. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
And a pitch. Out to short, Bogarts. They take the force out. That's out number 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Digging in, Tirso Ornelas. That one's in there. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And there's a ball.
Ball one.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Elias Diaz, the next up for the Padres. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Popped up. Reaching down, makes the catch. So the batting order turns over. Luis Ariz stands in. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Swing and a foul straight back. That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground to third. Muncy sends it to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Padres go down quietly, and we are still scoreless. As we go to the top of the 4th. Next to the dish is Freddie. Freeman, an all-star a season ago, a member of the 2000 hit club, and he was a second-round pick back in 2007. On the ground, right side. Cronenworth throws on to first, and Freeman is retired. So digging in, Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss and a slider.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Flied to right his first time. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Slides, but he can't come up with it. Go ahead run on base. Muncy digs in. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Next offering is in for a strike. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
Way high with that one.
2 strikes.
2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Smith off of first with 2 away. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. And midway in the 4th, we're tied 0-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. So digging in now for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
He got away with 1 there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Tatis waits. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. That one to first. Freeman steps on the bag. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill, struck out swinging his first time. Outside with a breaking ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Beat him inside on that last pitch, and when you look back at the pitch sequence on that strikeout, it's pretty interesting. Away, in, away, and then back in again. Really commanded both sides of the plate right there, and that makes it pretty tough to get comfortable in the box.
Here's Manny Machado. First pitch just misses. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's in there. And the count even at 1. And Manny gets a piece. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here in San Diego, ready now for the 5th inning, and now the right fielder, Andy Pages. The pitch. And there's a strike.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
On the ground to the left.
Ball.
And foul ball. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Go ahead run on base. Michael Conforto will climb in. Reached on an infield single his first time. Slider
1-0.
misses outside. And the next pitch is way outside.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Ball 3.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Hesung Kim in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Here's a 3-0. And a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
And that's in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Got him. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And stepping in is the speedy Hesung Kim. And that one is downstairs. Ball 1. And another ball.
Outside.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Next offering is fouled back. That one finds the zone. It's 2-2. Man at first, one away. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. In the air out to center. Bogarts makes his way towards it. Brings it in with a nice running grab. 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's Mookie to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. In for a strike. It's 0-1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. And we still have no score. Back here at Petco Park, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Jake Cronenworth. Fires across the diamond. That takes care of Cronenworth. It's Xander Bogaerts now.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
First offering, and it just misses. 1 out, base is empty.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3. Shohei gets the K.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now, Connor Joe. Fly to center his first time. That misses.
That's out.
And that's ball 1. And that's in for a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing there for the Friars. Still no score. And we're back. Top of the 6th inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. Darvish back to work. Outside.
That's out.
And that's ball 1. I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. And that's in for a strike. Fouls one off. 2-2. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's one down. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
All tied up, and we're the top half of the sixth. Just a slow ground ball this time, and that's just foul. Misses, and the count 1-2. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Chases that one out of the zone, and he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
2 outs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. That does it for you, Darvish, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Sean Reynolds on to pitch here. Go ahead run on base. Now at the plate, Will Smith. 1 for 2. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
And a 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Well, we go bottom 6. So here's the Padres DH, Tirso Ornelas. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Brings it in, 1 down. Here's the catcher to hit, Elias Diaz. Flied out his first time. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
Just an
1-1.
outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Pitch
That's
misses,
ball
and a count now even up.
2-2 to count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Next for the Padres, Luis Arias. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Fastball is outside.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
One ball, one
When
strike.
you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact. Zips it to first, out number 3. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. No score. We go to the top of the 7th. Here's Max Muncy. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
That
Ball
misses, and that is
Ball 1, no
one.
strike.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage
One ball,
arms
one
at the
strike.
back end.
Ground ball right side and foul ball. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Tied him up on a fastball inside. So up next, Andy Pajes. A walk, and he's also singled. And that one clips the corner.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Next offering is down low. And
I
1
got a
and
ball,
1.
one strike.
Fastball for a strike. Outside
Ball 2.
low. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just misses with that one. Battling here as he fouls it away. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. To third. Sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the seventh. Stepping in for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. There's the strike.
0-1's the count. All one.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Got him swinging.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that quickly 2 away. Manny Machado up to the plate. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Pitch is in the dirt. 2-1.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. Out of the bullpen for the Padres, Jason Adam. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Hesung Kim. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Robert Suarez up and throwing. Estrada getting cranked up as well. Next offering way off the plate. That one catches the corner for a strike. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it falls. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Mookie Betts now. And that one fouled off. Yeah, there's the strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Swings and misses, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Adam throws to first, and he's back in there.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Way high there, and it's 2-1. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Next offering is in for a strike. Swings and chases a low one there. Gets the out, 2 down after the strikeout. Nice job behind the plate there.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run moment in this game.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
Ball, that's inside.
2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
That's towards center. Merrill. And that's the 3rd out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Blake Trinan. Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. First pitch, and he just misses. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Tanner Scott looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Line drive, that's a base hit.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
No outs, runner at first. Next for the Padres, Xander Bogaerts. Just missed. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying. Gone. And to the deepest part of the park. and they add a pair. It's 2-0. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So digging in now for San Diego, Connor Joe. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
That clips the zone. That's strike 2. On the ground, Muncy. One gone in the bottom of the 8th. Tirso Ornelas, the next up for the Padres. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one not close. And the count even 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Edman gets under it. Makes the grab for the second out. Two down, base is empty. Now it's going to be Elias Diaz. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. A gigantic blast. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Blake Trinan gives way. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. Left-hander out of the bullpen, Alex Vesia.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now it's going to be Luis Arias. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Just missed.
1 ball,
2
1
gone,
strike.
base is empty, but 3 runs across here the bottom half of the 8th inning.
That's ball 2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
2 down, nobody on, and that is out of play. And he chases that one. That's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. Last chance coming up here for the Dodgers. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Robert Suarez.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Here's the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. 1 for 3. Swing and a liner foul off to the right. That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. High fly ball down the left field line. And a foul ball.
Ball 2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Strikes him out with 101.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Ground ball left side, and that's just foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
That one inside. Now 1-2.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The Padres trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the ninth. That's to third. Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
So last chance for the Dodgers. And now Max Muncy. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swing and a drive deep right field. That one back there. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
This was by no means an offensive outburst. Only 4 hits the entire game, but good teams find a way to win, and they did.